त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्म विद्याचार्याय नचिकेतसे च परांशिखानि व्यतृणत् स्वयंभुः तस्मात् परां पश्यति नान्तरात्मन् कश्चिद्धीरः प्रत्यगात्मानमैक्षत् आवृत्तचक्षुरमृतत्वमिच्छन् पराचः कामाननुयन्ति बालाः ते मृत्योर्यन्ति विततस्य पाशम् अथ धीरा अमृतत्वं विदित्वा न ह्यध्रुवैः प्राप्यते हि ध्रुवं तत् ध्रुवम् अध्रुवेष्व इह न प्रार्थयन्ते येन रूपं रसं गन्धं शब्दान् स्पर्शांश्च मैथुनान् एते नैव विजानाति किमत्र परिशिष्यते एतद्वै तत्। येन रूपम रसम गंधम शब्दान् स्पर्शाश्च मैथुनान्. By which you know all this. What you know is other than the body. Deha vitiriktan. They are outside your body. So there is a conclusion that it is the body or the sense organs who knows them. By which you know, then you say, I know. Through eyes I know, through ears I know, and hands I do. This is me. This confusion of taking not me as me is beyond the skin, beyond the dermis. Somehow, skin and underneath is taken as I. Nobody says I am house. Nobody says I am car. Nobody says I am mobile. Nobody says I am computer. But I am body, that everybody says. And this body is referred as mine. I say my legs are paining. I have a stomach pain. I have a back pain. My back is paining. How can I be what I know? Yad drashyam tadanyat. It is separate. But somehow this dehatma bhava, body, is taken as me. And therefore people say I was born on this date. And that second part nobody says. I will die. Then nobody says. My birthday everybody remembers. and everybody wants to survive a day more. Nobody wants to die. You see, that Yamaraja is very smart. He doesn't tell you the time, I'll come tomorrow. If he tells, they would always apply for postponement. You just don't, no, tomorrow. He just walks in and finishes the job. Whether you have black commandos or cat commandos or you are president of US or he doesn't matter. He just comes and does the job. Very clean job he does it. Before anyone can catch him, though he rides a buffalo, but he's quite fast. His buffalo is much faster. You know, when there was a joke when this 108 was introduced. It was first in Gujarat. Narendra Modi had done, and he used to say 108, one call, 0 paisa, 8 minutes. That was 108. So he positioned this ambulance in such a way that within 8 minutes it will reach. It was in the month of December, and in the heaven there was a meeting of Devtas. Indra, being the head, was heading the meeting of different departmental Devtas. All Devtas were fulfilling target, but Yamraja was lagging behind. Then that population growth was too much, especially in Gujarat. So Yamraja was asked, why are you not doing? Yamraja says, you should upgrade me. He says, you have been doing this job with this all perquisites for so many years. Why you want upgradation now? Because he says, my vehicle is buffalo. By the time I reach, Modi's 108 reaches. That 108 reaches and the patient gets hospitalized. So I don't get chance to kill them. So upgrade my vehicle. I need more vehicle. Anyway, Yamraja with buffalo also does a clean job without any kind of trace. Finish it off. And the only thing people are afraid of is that I will die. This is all because of Dehatma Buddhi. I am body. Nobody says I am body specifically, but the conduct as though I am body. Sat sarvam drashyam. I see. Just as I see this tape recorder, I see computer, and what I see is not me. So I am not the body. Therefore it says, this dehadi vilakshana, different from deha, what shabda sparsha rupa rasa, etc. By whom you know, he says, deha vyatiriktena atmana vijanat. You know it by atma, the consciousness. Then why do you say, I know with body? It is, traditionally they have a very beautiful example of loha dahati. Iron burns. If iron comes in contact with the fire and it is heated, then it will burn. But when I say iron burns, it is not the iron per se. The fire that is associated with iron burns. Similarly, it seems that body is a knower, but ultimately it is agnihi dahati, natu loha dahati. So ultimately neither senses nor the mind nor the body knows. It is the consciousness because of which you know. Apparently iron burns, but iron has no capacity to burn. It is borrowed burning capacity, borrowed from fire. So also body has sentiency. Yesterday I explained to you, borrowed from subtle body. Subtle body has sentiency, borrowed from antahkaranam. Antahkaranam has a sentiency, borrowed from consciousness. I'll further explain. See, there is a Pratibimba-vada and Avachcheda-vada, two prakriyas to explain. Look here. This ray of the sun has three things: light, heat and energy. Correct? Always there. In light, heat and energy, where is it? Everywhere. Because sun is all around. Now you put just one iron ore in sunlight. It will not manifest. Let me use the word manifest, not reflect. It will not manifest light. It will not manifest energy. But if you put a mirror, same place, sunlight is here on iron ore. There is light, there is heat and there is energy. But iron ore manifests only heat part. If it is mirror, it manifests what? Light and heat. But if you have solar panel for electricity or power or water heater or whatever, it will manifest energy of the sun. Wherever there is heat, there is light and energy both. You cannot say the ray falling on iron ore has no light, has no energy. It is there. Manifesting medium is missing. Therefore, it doesn't manifest. Whereas if you put mirror, it will manifest. Light and energy both. It will be hot and it will throw light. Similarly, in mirror, where the ray that falls in mirror has energy also. There is solar power, but it has no medium to manifest. Similarly, Atma is Satchit Ananda. It is not the quality, it is the Swarupa. That means where there is light, there is heat and there is energy. So where there is Sat, there is Chit and there is Ananda. If medium is missing, one of the three or two of the three may not manifest. So anything that is, let's say this is, that means it is manifestation of Atma. Which Atma? Satchidananda. But that iron ore doesn't have a medium to reflect or manifest consciousness. Therefore, there are certain vastu which are inert in the world. Like the surface of a glass, if you color it with a silver color behind, then it becomes a mirror manifesting light. So, if you put antakaranam, sukshma sharira in iron ore, it will become conscious. Sentiency will manifest. Why padarthas are inert? Because there is no subtle body, or to be more specific, there is no antakaranam inside them. In a way good, so that we can use them. Otherwise I will be out of job. iPad will start taking classes because he has heard me enough. He will start the class. Why iPad? This table will start the class. He will know much more than iPad. Because in Satsanga also this fellow is here always. So, Sukshma Sharira Bhava Abhava. Another example. Suppose there is a vessel which is square, dibba, in which you pour a water. Then the sun reflected becomes square. You take it out and put it somewhere else, another vessel, which is round. The sun reflected inside is what? Appears to be what? Round. Sun is neither square nor round. And sun is everywhere. Similarly, Antakarana travels to different body. Consciousness is everywhere. So it manifests in that form. It goes into the body of a bird, then it becomes bird-like. It goes to the body of animal, it becomes animal-like. Then human, it becomes human-like. This Atmana eva vijanati, the knowing principle, because of which everything gains capacity to know, is borrowed from consciousness. Like all these bulbs, they have a capacity to emit light, is ultimately borrowed from whom? Electricity. Whatever may be the bulb. And if there is no electricity, then nothing can emit. It is only the manifestation of power, electricity, in these bulbs. Similarly, yena vijanati tadatma. And he says, kimat, once you know the self, kimatra parishishyate atmanaha avigneyam na kinchit parishishyate atma sarvagnaha. You are sarvagna. Sarvagna, there are two words, sarvagna and sarvavit. To know everything in general, samanyataya gnatam, and vishesha rupena api gnatam. That is sarvavit. Ishvara is called both. That Mundaka Upanishad mantra, Yas sarvagna sarvavit yasya isa mahima bhuvi, is sarvavit also. Wise person is sarvagna because he knows that what all know is because of consciousness, that is me. Not only my ears and nose and mind, but anybody's mind, here or hereafter. In some loka, other lokas, they know something, it is nothing but borrowed consciousness. The self, that me, that consciousness is here. Like there may be 100 mirrors reflecting sun. But one sun in the reflected small mirror, just 2 by 2 size, 2 inches by 2 inches. It knows I am sun, then it can say all the suns are me. It is nothing other than me. So, when you say it is sarvagna, doesn't mean that wise person knows everything. People have that belief. Mahatma ko sab pata chal jata hai. Unke paas jao, they will know everything. And Mahatma ji will tell you what it is. And like that there are so many Bhagwans. In India, there is a population growth of Bhagwan also. It is not human being. And there was one very popular Bhagwan, Rajanish. He used to call himself Bhagwan. His own secretary looted away, Sheila. In Gujarati, Sheila is Shil Lutilidu. Sheila Lutiya. When Bhagwan didn't know, right under his nose, things were taking place. See, nobody can be Bhagwan. You can be, I had told earlier, you can be mighty, but you cannot become almighty. You can be knower of few more things, but you cannot be knower of everything. If there is something called Sarvagna, it has to be. There is no becoming. Because you cannot create limitlessness. Simple mathematics. Everything I know. You cannot. You see, this word Bhagavan, Rishi, Arjun, all these are used so indiscriminately. Even the word Ananda, I knew two of them. The boy was crying. I said, "What's your name?" Oh, Nanda! In Bombay, there was one beggar in Mahalakshmi temple. Other day I had asked him, "Kya naam hai?" Bola, Lakshmi Narayan. What's the use of name Lakshmi Narayan? And they name children Parth. Patang na command dadhanu dhanush nari pagdi. You can't hold that local bow and arrow. Where is Arjuna and what is this? Definition of Bhagavan. Utpattim cha pralayam chaiva bhutanama gatim Yovetti sa Bhagavan vacheti. Anyway, the definition is, at least one of the aspect when it comes, I'll tell you. All utpattim cha pralayam chaiva bhutanama gatim. The third part I don't remember. Savachyo Bhagavan. When the pralaya is to take place, he knows. When recreation is to take place, he knows. And all bhutas, living beings, karma phala, he knows. How many jivas? We know only some 8 billion human beings. But count all the mosquitoes. Rajkot must be having 8 million. Our ashram may be having 1 million also because of the greenery, You're endless. All the squirrels and the birds. You should see in the evening when some of you, if you are going to puja, but evening you see the trees. All the birds are chirping. You saw that? Yeah, that is parliament. Shouting. Cha, 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 cha. From nowhere they come. It is endless. The Bhagavan should know all this. The local Bhagavan. He doesn't know whether he has a stomach problem. And then he goes to America for operation. If you are Bhagavan, cure yourself. Why you want to go to America? They don't go to local doctors. Anyway, I don't want to tell you the name, but I know this. There is one place here. People do mannat. Mannat means they make a deal. If this wish is fulfilled, I will do this much. And that place is famous for fulfilling desire of a child. If you don't have a baby, you go there and say, Bhagavan, that I'll do this much, and you get a baby. But that Mahant himself doesn't do it. It's an old thing, 20-25. He had come to me to ask for IVF. Where should I go? People just use these words loosely. Nobody can become sarvavit. As I told you yesterday, when you know one ornament and the gold, then you know all the ornaments. What? These are all gold. But you don't know how much carat, how much gram, what design. That only goldsmith knows, the owner. You don't know. So, kimatra parishishyate. What is that left out? Nothing. You know everything, and therefore there is no more desire to know anything. See, jignasa and sukhecha is natural. 3 desires are natural. Jijivisha, desire to live a day more. Nobody wants to die. And people know that I am going to die. So they want, therefore whole pharmaceutical industry is because of that. To survive more. All technology, external support system to keep you going, like respiratory system and all those things. It is to live some more. Second desire is naturally, I want to know. Nobody stands ignorance. that I don't know, I just can't accept. Therefore, in a typical bus or car, you travel on highway, and suppose there is a crowd, the fellow will look outside the window. What has happened? Wants to know. Car also will lower the glass and see what is happening. Why all this media survives? Social media. In our days, print media was there. They will print the news in a story also or the news. If you want to see more, see page number 8. And then you keep searching, where is it? Front page they will put 12 items. Because they want you to see all. And half the way they will leave. Even the story, Vadhu Avta Anke. Next page, you know. And we had some evening newspaper here. We used to write hand. It was such a evening, some news, important news. And Haribari they write, see page 12. And the paper doesn't have page number 12. And because they want the purti, additional, vadharo. Then after 1 hour they will print that, page number 11, 12, 13, 14, to keep you on. Jignasa. As Swami used to tell nicely, if you want someone to miss the sleep, you know when he or she sleeps, 10:30, 11, just call them. Typical Indian. Sui gaya tha? He has picked up the phone. Are you sleeping? Then they ask that. And he is talking. Where is the question of sleeping? Are you sleeping? No, I'm awake. I think you must be in the bed at least trying to sleep. Yes, I was just about to sleep. Bolo. Tell what is the problem? No, I think you sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. Then tell him. He will ask, what's the problem? Tell me something. No, it's a long story. So if I start, I have to complete and you will get late and I am also feeling sleepy tomorrow. Then tell that fellow, at least tell me the topic. About what you want to say. No, I'll tomorrow. Put down the phone. And switch off the ringer. That fellow will not sleep. Try it out. But don't tell Swamiji talk. Jignasa and Sukhecha. Desire to be free, to have happiness means 3 ways. Like 2 sides of the coin. I don't want to die. Means I don't want mortality. How much you want to live? Immortal. Limitless time. I can't stand ignorance. Means how much you want to know? Everything. I want to get rid of unhappiness. How much? Everything. You want to be happy. So Purna Satta, Purna Gnanam and Purna Sukham. That means what? You want Sachidananda. Every individual is seeking Sachidananda. Whichever way. And Ananda desire is prominent. It is so predominant that fellow is willing to die in a hope of Ananda. Who commits suicide? The fellow is dukhi. बोले यहाँ से जाके वहाँ सुखी होंगे. I will be happier if I die. At least I will get rid of this dukkha. That means everybody wants. In committing suicide also you are seeking Ananda. In enjoying the sense object also you are seeking Ananda. In so-called status and position and car and perfume and parties and you seek Ananda. That's all they want. Unfortunately, that is you. Unfortunately, not unfortunately. But I said unfortunately deliberately. Because that idiot is looking out. This is Maya. Listen, there is no Maya other than this. महिला में माया है, सोने में माया, बकवास. Maya is to miss yourself. That's all. You never turn around to question that I can be that. And even if you are born in Hindu dharma, Hindu tradition, you have heard that Atma mein sukh hai, still they don't study. And they don't come to study Vedanta. All Walmart, spiritual Walmart going on, all Swamis doing some arti and seva and all kinds of things. Kimatra parishishyate. Therefore it is said he has nothing else to do, nothing else to know. Why there is nothing to know? Usually knowledge is for karma. Karma is for sukham. I am Ananda. What else is there to do? He may do it, but there is no pressure, no compulsion to do. No compulsion to achieve anything. Naiva tasya krutena arthaha na akrutena kasyana. He has no purpose to be fulfilled by doing something. By not doing also no purpose to be fulfilled. Everything is fulfilled. So, kimatra parishishyate. What is it that is left out? Nothing is left out. That means discovering fullness. Okay? Know the correct spelling. Not double O, F-U-L-L. Discovering fullness. That both fullness is nitya prapta. Ignorant fellow is ever full. Wise person is also ever full. But only thing is, one fullness you can give up and achieve the other one, which is more siddha. So, discovering that there is nothing else to be achieved, nothing else to be known. Okay? Anyone, anywhere they know it is because of me. Like any mirror reflecting light anywhere in the world, it is because of me. The sun in the mirror knows the fact, matter over. Now, etad vaitad. This is what you had asked for. In the first section, first canto of the first chapter, Nachiketa had asked Yamaraja a question. Anyatra dharmad, anyatra dharmad, anyatra kruta krutacha, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha, yat tat pashyasi tadvada. Teach me that vastu, which is beyond dharma and adharma, beyond punya and papa, means beyond birth and death. When I say beyond, that means it is free from birth and free from death. Like an actor on the stage is beyond death and birth. Though he dies, he or she dies on the stage or in the screen, but they are beyond, free from it. So, karya karana, atita, that which is beyond karya and karana, means karma and karma phalas. By this which is beyond three kalas, means kalasya kala, who is the cause of time. That's why Shivji is called Mahakala. Means the time in our tradition, our vision, time and space are not absolute. Science has realized now. Our Rishis have been telling long ago. Time and space are also relative. At the time of Pralaya, time is also dissolved into seed form. So one who gives birth to time, that is Mahakala. That is Mrityunjaya. What is it? Nachiketa had asked. And you know that. Yat tat pashyasi. You know. Pashya means you know. Tat vada. Please teach me that Satyam. Yamaraja said, this is it. That means what? You are that. Beyond cause and effect, beyond time, beyond punya papa is you. nothing else. And he continues it further. The Shankaracharya ji introducing this next mantra called giving a sangati. Sangati means connection. Sometimes in the Shastra you will find repetition or same vastu talk from different perspective. Why you are telling the same thing from different angle, different perspective? Shankaracharya says, Ati Sukshmatvat Durvigniyam iti Matva. The vastu that is to be known is very subtle. The self that you want to know is very subtle and therefore very difficult to know. Difficult to own. Knowing is easy if you have sharp intellect. Therefore people say, Swamiji, I understand Atma is Ananda, but then why? But South Indian but big but. That is because you are not assimilated. It's not clear as daylight. You cannot own it up. Very subtle. So much so, Bhagavan says, Aneka janma samsiddha, bahunam janmanam ante. It takes a lot of births because it calls for inner infrastructure has to be turned around completely. And the values, attitudes, ideals, notions have to be addressed properly. So, that being the case, good teacher Yamaraja talks about this Atma from different angle, different perspective. Look at this. Mantra number 4. Swapnantam jagaritantam Chobhau yenanupashyati Mahantam vibhumatmanam Matva dhiro na shochati Swapnantam jagaritantam Chobhau yenanupashyati Mahantam vibhumatmanam Matva dhiro na shochati Swapnantam jagaritantam Chobhau yenanupashyati Mahantam vibhumatmanam Matva dhiro na shochati Swapnantam jagrita antam chobho. It is not chobo. Or in Hindi chobaji. Cha ubho. That is the sandhi. Swapnantam cha jagrita antam ubho. Yena anupashyati. What is it? Mahantam vibhum atmana. Having known matva dhiraha na shochati. Okay? Swapnantam. Anta shabda independently has two meanings, popular. When you say end, antam means end. And sometimes antam means essence, the truth. What is, even in Gujarati say, and ant lavi didho. When this confusion was there, I got clarity. Even in Gita, it is used. Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhavo vidyate sataha, ubhayoho api drashtaha anta. Anta is essence. Even this word Vedanta, it is not end of Vedanta, end of Veda. Because some of the Upanishad appear in a Karma Kanda section, like Ishavasya, etc. You can't say it is always end section. End is in the sense of essence. The essence of Vedas, Tatparya of Vedas, the message of Vedas, this is it. That's what Bhagavan says in 15th chapter, Vedaisya sarvaihi ahameva vedya vedanta krit veda videvaja. So what is it, that thing that all the Vedas want to convey? In other words, if you want to know what a Hinduism is, one word is Upanishad, is Vedanta. Then what is Vedanta? What is Hinduism? Again, you have to go further. Hinduism is knowledge of truth of yourself. Who are you? That knowledge is Vedanta. Swamiji, who am I? Then suppose you ask, who are you is of essence. Then question comes, who am I? You don't you know? To know. How are you surviving without knowing yourself? Swamiji would say, everybody is like that. So we all pass away, pass by, like mental hospital. All are same. So whole Jagat is same. What is the sense of myself? Aham Purnaha. Purnamadav Purnamadav. I am non-separate from Ishvara. I am Purna. That is the Hinduism. Its whole, even I don't have time and reference, but I can connect you. The entire culture, all the forms, is designed to lead you to discover this fact. If you follow a Hindu way of life, you will be pushed to moksha. You will be pushed to discover yourself if you live a Hindu way of life. The lifestyle, the view of life, the way of life, everything is meant. Unfortunately, our Supreme Court and all Swamis and big guys keep talking. Hinduism is a way of life. What way of life? You don't become Hindu by living this. You can live in ashram but still remain non-Hindu. Like so many people are in India. Like this Rishikesh, some ashrams are there. Some foreigners come and they live the way you wonder whether they are living in ashram or hotel. Way of life is subservient. Way of life is to discover truth of yourself. It is not an end in itself. It is a means. You are a Hindu only when you study Vedanta. The life's purpose is fulfilled. Anyway, Swapantam, when it is suffix, it means essence and sometimes inside. So Swapnantam, Swapna Madhye, in the dream. Jagritantam, in the waking. Okay? Swapnantam, Jagritantam. Cha ubhau. Yena anupashyanti. Means what? Swapne vigneham. What you know in the dream. Jagrati vigneham. Jagritantam is what all you know in the waking. By which you know, that is Atma. Not anything else. And that Atma is Mahantam Vibhum. It is Mahan as well as Vibhu. So, by this Atma, which is Mahan and Vibhu, indeed or alone, you know objects in the waking and objects in the dream. You can add here also objects, not objects, whatever you know in sleep also. all that is known through Atma. Atma means I. These three avasthas, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, are mutually exclusive. Means when one is there, the other two doesn't have entry. And those experiences also don't have entry. What you have in waking, you cannot bring something from dream. And what you have in dream, in dream you cannot bring something from waking. The fellow may be in his bedroom, in air-conditioned room, and with a jug, water jug right besides, in a side bed table. But he may find himself in Middle East desert, thirsty, wanting water and feeling that I'll die if my thirst is not quenched. So that thirst cannot be fulfilled by waking water. And what you have in dream, you cannot fulfill in waking. Like Chinmayanandaji was a good storyteller. That way both Swamis were very good storytellers. So Chinmayanandaji would describe, that time Bill Clinton was president. And in those days, Swamis going abroad and starting mission, and when Swami Dayanji went also, he visited all Ivy League universities, and it was big impacted. And built an ashram and ran a course and all that. So he said, since there is a lot of Indian diaspora, American government recognized our services. That president has New Year breakfast tea. There he invites all religious leaders. Puja Swamiji was every year invited, 1st January. So he would go and president will have tea. He said, I was also invited, and Bill Clinton got interested in me. Swami, what are you doing? So I said, I am doing this, that. And he got very impressed. What is the amount of service you are doing? You are giving insight to the life, blah, blah, blah. He had a style of talking also. So then he said, come in. So he took me to his Oval Office. We had a chat, and I showed the figures, and I have so many schools and so many hospitals and so many gurukulas. And he said, my God, you are really a asset to the country. Thank that you are coming. I think he should do something for you. Yes, I need charity. Okay, how much? Whatever, Mr. President, you like. Okay, I'm giving you at the moment $1 million. So Swami said, I was sitting in a chair across his Oval Office. Obviously, American president office table cannot be like this. Small one. It was a big table and all stylish chair with only one leg and stylish. Manji was sitting, and president called for the secretary. He said, get me check. He got the check and he signed it. Here it is. And Swamiji stretched. And there was a little distance to 1 inch. So he stretched further. And when he stretched further, the chair tilted and he fell down from the bed. And Chinmayanji said, I wish I had fallen after taking the check. I had touched the check. I was about to pull it. Swapna madhye yat kinchit vartate tad jagrite na asambhavati. That $1 million of dream cannot come to waking. And the rich guy, in sleeping in AC with and feels thirsty and hungry as though he is dying in a desert of Middle East. In fact, dream came because he ate over. So, vadar japtyu. That is why he got a dream. But that food cannot come to dream. Mutually exclusive. These two avasthas, you experience sukha dukkhas. You experience emotions, happiness and pain, through objects belonging to that avastha. You need dream water only to quench your dream thirst. And you need waking money only to build waking hostel. Not Bill Clinton check will not work that way. Mutually exclusive. And both these avasthas are absent in sleep. One is there, other is not there. It is like a movie in which hero is in double role. He is police inspector as well as smuggler. So where there is a smuggler, police inspector is not there. And where there is a police inspector, smuggler will not be there. But the hero knows both because he is Anusyuta, he is in and through both the roles. Similarly, I am waker and I am dreamer, and therefore I am neither of them. Because I am both. Mutually exclusive I am. He is neither smuggler nor chief of police. It's a role he or she assumes. While playing a role of police, he will tell all his staff, find out how this smuggling is done. And suddenly that smuggler goes, no, I know I have done this way. He can't do that. They are exclusive. It won't work. That Halwai Hanuman, these Ram Leela fellows had come to village and that the Hanuman fell sick. He had a cold and headache and fever. So Hanuman was indisposed. And that was a day when that Ramayana had come, that Hanuman is meeting Ravana. So the fellow director wanted some Hanuman. So he went around in the village, found this Halwai Wala. Halwai Wala means those who make chatter butter and some sweets and all that. They are quite big, sitting and hefty. He said, this will work as Hanuman. So he told him, will you play this Hanuman role? He said, I don't know, I have never played any drama. I can't play. He said, just keep quiet. We'll drop the curtain, let Ravana finish his dialogues. And you just stand like this, that's all. He said, okay, and he offered some money. Ravana was a seasoned artist. When Hanuman came, Ravana showed anger and made all spicy dialogues. I will kill you. Who are you? You have to burn. That fellow suddenly Halwai came out. I am not Hanuman, I am Halwai. Got literally frightened. There is one I, Mr. So-and-so actor, in both as a police inspector or as smuggler. That means he is both and none of them. Listen this carefully. Mr. A is both and at the same time none of them. He is both and he is beyond both. Understand the word beyond? He is both and he transcends both. Transcend means what? What belongs to police inspector or smuggler, nothing touches him. Nothing impacts him. Nothing is carried forward to the actor. That means actor is asanga. Atma is asanga. I am not a waker. So all waking experiences don't touch me. It is role, incidental. So it's for the waker. Waker has problems. Waker has sukha dukkha. Waker has some issues. I don't have. Dreamer has issues. I don't have. Asanga. Understand what is Asangatma? Unattached. People advise, don't be attached. This is not matter of advice. Idhar kuch hona chahiye. You have to understand. Anasakti. Asakti mat rakho. don't have attachment. They advise as though you deliberately get attached. You don't become attached. Attachment is ultimately out of ignorance, self-ignorance. And secondarily, attachment is because of association and certain subjective perceptions. That's a secondary thing. But ultimately, Atma is unattached. And just as in dream, whatever I do or I did, nothing touches me. In the dream, fellow was a great philanthropist, did a lot of seva, spent fortune for seva. And one day he was going out and thought of driving self, and he drove and killed a person. And he was so frightened. Now police will come and take me to jail, and he can't imagine I have been enjoying such a prestige. And this has happened, let me commit suicide. He thought of jumping into the river and jumped. Where? Down below. That punya papa doesn't touch me. Dream. I am not a dreamer. Punya papa waking also doesn't touch me. That is a sangat. Jagrind enap anupashyati, by which you know this Jagrat and Swapna. There is a waker, but the waker knows because of consciousness. There is a dreamer, the dreamer knows because of consciousness. And you can add the third, sleep state. You see, all Western philosophers have never analyzed sleep. They don't have complete analysis. Some of them think waking world is real, and based on that they talk. Some of them take the dream into account. Our Shastra talks of sleep also. Sleep also, there is one individual who says, I slept. Waker, dreamer and sleeper. I didn't use the word sleeper because there is too many. Therefore, there is one fellow who says, I slept. On waking up, they say, I had a very good sleep. I had a sound sleep. You know what is sound sleep? Pujya Swamiji has a definition. Sound making sleep. Is a sound sleep. Makes sound. When he takes this camp, you have to share the room. So, there's a typical, let me tell in Gujarati, okay, I'll translate. So there are 3 relatives and friends in one room, and I said, how is the things all fine? Because they are used to individual room, and I said, you have to share at least 2 of them. એટલે પેલો મિથલદાસ અમારા વડોદરાવાળા કહે છે પહેલો હું તો એ ખાઈટો. The one who sleeps first is winner. I said, why? Because then both of us make so much of snoring. The one who slept first will not let the second sleep. પહેલો હું તો એ ખાઈટો. Typical Saurashtrian. Sound sleep is sound making sleep. The madhyam pad lopi samas. Shaka parthiva means shaka priya parthiva, one who loves vegetables. You say vegetable king means who loves vegetables. Similarly, sound sleep, once making sound, sleeping. That is what madhyam pad lopa samasaha. Anyway, I didn't sleep well. How do you know? Sleep is an experience. Listen this. Of no experience. I'll explain with one simple, another example. I see, correct? Suppose there is a pitch dark, and from sunlight you go in, and what do you say? I don't see anything. You see that eyes don't see anything. So I know that I experience waking padartha. I know I experience dream padarthas, and I know I experience none of them. I know Ishvara Srishti, waking padarthas are created by Bhagavan. Dream is what Jiva Srishti, subjective, called Pratibhasika. I created the object. So I know my own creation, I know Bhagavan's creation, and I know absence of any creation. Yena vijanati, that knowerness, knower is one, but that fellow's knowerness belongs to what? Atma. Jagritantam, swapnantam, jagritantam, ubhau, two. You can say three also, same thing applies for sleep also. Ubhau, yena vijanati, yena anupashyati, by which he sees, that seerness, because of that knowerness, belongs to by consciousness. I am that consciousness, that self. And then the self is one who sees all the avastha. Who is that? Mahantam vibhumatmanam matva dhiro nashosati. The self is Mahan. Mahan means what? Limitless. Mahan is limitless. Means any knower, anywhere, is because of consciousness. Any illuminator, mirror reflecting, right? It illumines something. Any illuminator anywhere is because of sun. That is me. That is Mahantam, that illumines Drashta, Drashya and Darshana. Dream. Objects are created by me. Knowledge is also within me. And knower is also within dream. Knower, known and knowing, Triputi, is same I. That is Advaita. So discovering the fact that experienced, experiencer and experience is nothing but my expression. They are not separate from me. That is non-duality. Listen, this is non-duality, not sakshitva. People, they do sakshi and they have camps. What business is going on? You have back pain, witness it. You have headache, witness it. They make you jada. I was shocked. One person, I called him other day, 2025, other year. I know he was very respected, and I called him. He didn't pick up the phone. And after half an hour, he returned the call. I said, Swamiji, I was in Sakshi Bhava. I said, means what? I heard your ring, but I was in Sakshi Bhava. So I was witnessing ring going on. And you did not sit in Sakshi Bhava, otherwise also you can know. I said, what do you do if someone comes and rings the bell? I can't open. Guruji has told to practice Sakshi Bhava half an hour. I said, what will you do if wife leaves you? And that's what I'm expecting. She should leave the Sakshi Bhava time only. This is not.
If there's a fire in the building,
This is not Sakshi. Listen, this actor is Sakshi in spite of doing. Non-doing is not Sakshi. It is Jadta. They all teach witnesshood. And when you say I have witnessed, that means there is something witnessed. There is Dvaitam. There is no duality, it is me only. That is Mahantamaya. That is Vedanta. Mere Sakshi is, the human has to be Sakshi so that Dehatma Bhava is given. What you witnessed was taken as I. Body is me. So temporarily. It's an incidental status. But ultimately, what you witness and who witness are one. It is not, the witnessed is not away from me. Actor witnessing his action, he is not away from him or her, he knows. he may be crying because lost his wife, or he may be shouting for something to co-actor, but inside he knows. So suppose there is a scene to shout and get angry in the screen, in the drama. They both have a heated arguments and they separate with a vow that I'll kill you. I'll also see you. Moment curtain comes down, they both will put a hand on the shoulder. Chalo yaar, chai pee lete. Let's have a cup of tea. That is Sakshi. Sakshyam is not away from me. Otherwise it is independent reality. It is mithya. This is mithya. The police inspector is mithya because it exists in a borrowed existence from the actor. It the sentiency from the borrowed sentiency of the actor. That is why Atma is Mahan. Atma is not Sakshi only. And if at all Sakshi, that Sakshi from whom Sakshyam witnessed is not separate, not independent. Sakshyam also depends on him, and process of witnessing also depending on him. That is why Advaita. And when it is all the three and still none of them, that is why Atma is called Nirvishesha. Actor is police inspector. Police inspector is actor. Smuggler is actor. And one, suppose he plays the role of a Swami also. Swami is police inspector. But he is none of them. This police inspector-ness, smuggler-ness, Swami-ness is a Vishesha. Actor is Nirvishesha. In him there is no policeness. In him there is no smugglerness. In him there is no kingness. In him there is nothing. This is all incidental. So, when all the Savisheshas belong to Atma, that means Atma is Nirvishesha. Understand? Nirvishesha Atma means what? This is incidental, superimposed. Police inspector-ness is superimposed by Upadhi, wearing the given dress. He happens to be that. And wears different dress of a king, he becomes different. By smuggler, different. Beggar, different. So, Sarva Visheshas are illumined by actor. When I say illumined, they are given Satta Spurti. All Visheshas exist because of actor. All Visheshas shine, they are sentient because of actor. But how is actor? Actor is Nirvishesha. It has no Vishesha. Mahantam and Vibhum. Vibhu means Vividhena Bhavati. Mahan. Though appearing small, Alpa, but he is not Alpa. You know, some girls' name are Alpa. Just now I met that Alpa when she was young. I am talking 47 years back. Our neighbor's daughter was there. And now met. She is same. She is just 80 kg, Alpa. She is in US. Her mother met me. I said, where is your daughter? She has played in my lap. She has come, I'll bring it to you. And she brought me in Ahmedabad to me. Same, New Jersey. American Alpa. XL size Alpa. But I don't know, nobody's name is Mahan. I have never heard this. They should have the boy's name Mahan and girl's name Mahati. There is no name somehow. But Alpa name is there. And there is Alpesh also. Alpayaha Isha. Alpesh Kumar. There is Alpesh Kumar. What name there? Really. Anil Kumar. There is a name. Anil. Anil means Vayu. And Anal means fire. Anil, it is called Anil. Vayu is called Anilam, means Na Nilayam Vartate. There is no house, there is no place it will stay put. It is moving all the time. Why are you marrying your daughter to that fellow? Who is nomad? You should not. But they give names. Nowadays they give names because it is sounds good. Feel good factor. And therefore in India, in Gujarati, you will find all Lakaranta. All names. Hettal, boy's name, Mittal, Kinjal, Lakar. Some meaningless name. Actually, and another thing now has started, they want only 2 letters. 2 or 3, maximum 3. And then also they want name which nobody should have. Generally, these girls come to me and I give them traditional meaning. Name should be meaningful, true to the character, at least some ideal. So I gave 2-3 names, and again she knows, no, Swamiji, this name. To have a name which nobody has is so much pressure. Indians are using Google. I said, what is this? It's a Korean name. They found out from Google. Japanese name. I mean, you don't know Japanese language. You can't pronounce it also. Japanese name, Korean name, something, they just go to Google and ask for. And they will give some name. She was thrice she made me do this exercise. I give 2-3 names and explain the meaning. Look, this is meaning. Third time when she came, I lost my titiksha. Typical, Swamiji, evu naam apon koi no naam hai. Give a name that nobody has. I said, name your daughter Surpankha. दिमाग खाती है कई useless names that want that. Anyway, Alpa, this is Mahantam. You are Mahan, not Alpa. Vibhum, Vividena Bhati. It shines as different, many, variety. Same self. Since it is of no Vishesha, it can assume all Visheshas. Like white color. It is no color. It can adopt any color. But if it is black wall, you cannot have brown on it. If it is brown wall, you cannot have red on it. Different color, because it is its own Visheshas. This light is nirvishesha. So in this electricity has no color, power. Therefore you see all colors as it is. Sometimes in the neon light, yellow light, they take our picture, all becomes yellow. Well, it is a Vishesha. Atma is Nirvishesha, and therefore it can assume all Vishesha. Mahantam Vibhum, that is Atma. Atma means I, not some other Atma. People think there is Atma who is Ananda. In meditation it will come out. No, he is now what is there is you. That Alpa is Mahati. That Alpa is Vibhu. Vibhu Atma is me. And I am the very substratum. I am that consciousness because of which waking, dream, sleep states are possible. Experiences. And therefore it is said, Avastha Traya Sakshi. Panchakosha Titaha Avastha. I am witness to all three. Witness means I am unaffected. I am untouched. I mean, like actor is witness to all the three roles. Knowing this Atma, who knows again the word Dhiraha? Look, in these 4 mantras, thrice Yamraja uses Dhiraha. Paranchi Khani Vetrunat Dhira Kaschit Dhiraha. In Paracha Kama Nanuyanti Balate Mrityu Yanti Vitatasya Pasam, there again Dhira. And here also Dhiraha. Dhiraha is in a sense of Gnani, wise person. There is a discriminative seeker, first mantra. Second mantra is wise. Dhiraha. Dhiraha na shochati. The wise person does not grieve. What is grieving? If I put it in one word, grief, shokaha. See, dukkham is different. And shoka is different to some extent. You may, or pain, let's use the word pain. A given situation may be painful physically, emotionally, cognitively, all right. But shoka is centered on I. Conclusion that aham dukhi. I am limited. I am to create a self-complex that I am sinner, I will be doing wrong. That shoka is never there. Why? Shoka is a caused by ignorance. Self-ignorance is removed, therefore there is no shoka. Look at the first verse of Gita Ji. Not chronologically, first is Dhritarashtra Vach. The teaching starts, 2nd chapter, 11th verse. Ashocyan anvashochastvam pragnavadamscha bhasase gatasun agatasumscha na anushocanti panditaha. Panditas are free from shoka. And you are grieving for something which should not be grieved upon. Like Gita addresses the fundamental problem of shoka. Not gives a solution to a given problem. People say, I have a problem, I refer. That's not the point. There is no cause of shoka. Because you are Ananda. You are limitless. There is no sense of limitation centered on me. You know, the shoka comes because of omissions and commissions. Oh, I didn't do that. I did that. That hurt and guilt is expression of shoka. All emotional issues are expression of shoka. But the na shochati, that means fellow is free from hurt and guilt. Arjuna had hurt. Aho bhat mahat papam kartum vyavasita vayam. Oh my God, what amount of sin we will be causing. Yadi mama pratikaram, guilt, I will be bad. What? Yad rajya sukha lobhena hantum sajanam udyata. Oh, how mean we are. We are there to get kingdom. We have greed for kingdom. And out of the greed we are here to kill our relatives. So bad of us. That is shoka. Low self-esteem. Looking down upon myself. For my some work or for my situation or for my life. They say, Swamiji, I am really Bad luck fellow, ill luck fellow. From birth only, મારું નસીબ જ ખરાબ છે. I have met all the wrong person, he tells me. What to tell that fellow? This is Shoka. Arjuna did the same. He says, Nimittani ja pashyami viparitani keshav. Oh Krishna, I am seeing bad omen. You are telling to Krishna. He is pavitranam pavitram yo mangalanam cha mangalam. To him he says, I see bad omen. That means he is bad omen. Shoka. Na shochet. Why? Shoka is born out of karma phala or karma. Shoka is born out of taking a given situation as real. When you take it real, you feel hurt and guilt. When you know mithya, where is Shoka? No actor has a hurt and guilt of his role in a movie. They have hurt and guilt till the payment is made. You would say, I should not have played the role because the director paid less or producer paid less. But if the payment is done, whatever dialogue it wants, I will speak. Good or bad, what difference does it make to you? Proper or improper. Suppose he has to play a negative role, he will play. There is no, he will never come home and I should not play this role. I was villain in that movie. So bad I did. I am witness to the whole blessed thing. The role is mithya. Ahankara is mithya. There is a guilt and hurt. Ataso bhayam gato bhavati. Kimaham edadaham na kuryam kimaham karvani iti naite vitvagum sprunute. Kathopnishad mantra is there. Wise man doesn't have guilt. Why did I do that? Why I didn't do that? These omissions, commissions, there is no there. Why did I do? No commission. Why? Oh, I should have done. Well, it is a role that I have to play. This is the prarabdha that took me there. And the situation made me play. I played it over. Therefore, one who knows that consciousness, for him there is no shokaha. He is free from hurts and guilt. We continue in next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om. One and a half hour. Yes, I know. Can we meet in Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashyakrito Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururātmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya. Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya. Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya. Nachiketase cha. Paranchikhani Vyatrunath Swayambhuhu. Tasmat parang pashyati nantaratman. Kashiddhirah pratyagatmanamaikshat. Avrutta chakshurramrutattvamichan. Parachak kamanअनुयन्ति बालाः. ते मृत्योर्यन्ति विततस्य पाशम्. अथ धीरा अमृतत्वं विदित्वा ध्रुवम् अध्रुवेष्विह न प्रार्थयन्ते. येन रूपं रसं गन्धं शब्दान् स्पर्शांश्च मैथुनान्. एतेनैव विजानाति किमत्र परिशिष्यते. एतद्वैतत् स्वप्नान्तं जागरितान्तं चोभौ येनानुपश्यति. महान्तं विभुमात्मानं मत्वा धीरो न शोचति. In the first verse, dhiraha, first mantra, is used for a virakta, indiscriminative one, introverted person. In the second and third mantra, atha dhira amrutatvam viditva dhruvam adhruveshu iha na prarthayante. It is for a wise person, second mantra. And in this fourth mantra also, third mantra, fourth, Swapnantam Jagaritantam Chobho Yenam Pashyanti Mahantam Vibhumatmanam Matva Dhiraha Nashocha. That freedom from shoka caused by moha is there only when self-ignorance is removed. Discovering the self, one becomes free from shoka moha. That is not there. And here, when Shruti says Mahantam Vibhumatma, when you say Mahan, that means I cannot be confined to this body-mind complex. Small one. Vibhum, Vividena Bhavati. So I cannot be one. I am all many, so-called many. Actually, it is one only, appearing as many, but in ignorance I am one, but little, really small one, which is not my true nature. Mahantam Vibhumatmanam Matva. Matva means having known, having discovered, and you have to add. How does he know I am Mahan? Through Shastra study. Study from a teacher. Teacher who knows how to teach. And he knows the content. Knowing the content means what teacher talks, it is his own experience, his own wisdom. So teaching is nothing but expression or manifestation of Guru. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. So knower of the Brahman is Brahman. So teacher who knows Brahman teaches. What does he teach? Brahman. So he is teaching himself. Guru, though incidentally available physically, but that is not ultimate or real identity of Guru. Therefore, Shankaracharya ji wrote Guru Stotra called Dakshinamurti Stotra, in which all the verses describe Vastu. Vishwam Darpana Drashyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam Ityadi. There is not a single verse, oh Guruji, you are 5 feet 7 inches. You look so good. Your Sanskrit is nice. These are all Upadhi Gunas. Body, mind, complex, qualification, qualities. Self is Nirvishesha. So, by the way, Guru is not a person. Both angle, Guru is a Vastu, available for us to see the manifestation of Vastu, one. And secondly, Guru represents the whole tradition, not an individual, representative of Guru Shishya Parampara. So when we do Namaskara to a given Guru, it is not to a given person, it is to whole tradition. Like even when we do puja, it is not to person, it is to whole parampara. Guru doesn't need puja. You see, Shastra says tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashtena sevaya. This is a niyama. You should do namaskara, you should do seva, and then ask proper question, then the knowledge will be given. This is a good niyama for gurus, because they get free seva from shishyas. No, it is not the niyama of the guru, it is a niyama of the gnanam. And when we do seva, you may serve body, some massage, some body ache, you do massage. You may serve him emotionally or cognitively, intellectually, fulfilling his ideal, working for Guru. But Guru knows mano, buddhi, ahankara, chitta, nah. So you are not serving him at all. Guru is beyond service. If you have to add a clause, if he is a Brahmanista. Nowadays so many gurus are there, you know. And they are rugus actually, not gurus. Ulta hai. There is a sloka. Shishya bahava santi guravaha shishya vittopaharakaha. Guravaha virla santi shishya agnan apaharaka. There are very rare gurus who take away the ignorance of shishya. And there are bahava, many gurus who take away vittam of his shishya. Vittopaharakaha guravaha bahava santi. So, Guru Seva is a principle of knowledge. Just as water flows from upper area to lower area. So knowledge can come to an antakarana which is namra, lower, humble, surrender. The seva is for the shishya, not for Guru. That is why this we have to add studying from a teacher who is Shrotriya, knows how to communicate. Otherwise, the teaching, rather than removing confusion, will add more confusion. The Sakshi Bhava. All useless fellows. And they don't listen. I know he is a big center here. There is a big sampradaya on Sakshi Bhava. This fellow said, my guru was in Sakshi Bhava and somebody punished him and hit the nails in the ear. But Guru did not say anything because he was in Sakshi Bhava. What Sakshi Bhava? Body will have pain, whether you are Sakshi or a Sakshi. Just know that I am not body, full stop. Address the pain. And why should you allow somebody to nail your ears? Why should you allow? Tell him, no, don't do that. Why should you do? This Shastra, Hradaya Anabhigna. They don't know the essence. Like I said, yoga karma su kaushalam. Kushalta in karma is karma yogi. You should be dexterous. Daud is also kushal. And Donald Trump is also kushal and Rahul is also kushal. They are not karma yogis. He sometimes what he talks, he is not some dumb. He is deliberately doing Rahul Gandhi. And just to get vote bank for appeasement, they talk like this. It's not kushalta. Karmasu yoga eva kaushala. So you need a teacher and the student should have proper attitude to teaching. Shraddha, seva and samarpan. Pranipata. Shraddhavan labhate gnana. Tatparaha sanyatendriya. Then they realize Mahantam Vibhumatmanam Matva Dhiro Nashochati Swapna Madhyantam Jagrita Madhyantam Vastunam Namatva. The Mahatmas tell a story about this mantra. It says one fellow went to his Guruji with a bouquet of flowers. It was fairly good bouquet, very beautiful. And when the bouquet was given to him, Guruji kept on watching the flowers and praising the flowers. Aha, look at this. So nice, so nice. Different colors, different varieties. 15-20 minutes. That fellow said, please look at me. I have brought you the bouquet. You are not looking at me, sir. I have come, you had given me time so that I had to have some question, personal, and you are just talking and within 5 minutes you will ask me to go. Guru says, I am telling you the same thing. Bhagavan has given this bouquet of the world. You are seeing the world and forgetting the giver. You don't attend that. The Atma, you don't look at it. So when he knows, Dhiraha na shochati. Look at this, Maya. Jagrita itself is mithya. We saw. Is incidental status to Atma, Vaker. Now, for this Vaker to be happy, we are always busy in restructuring the world outside. We want a conducive world. We want conducive people. We want conducive situation. We want conducive object. For whom? That fellow is mithya. It is like actor telling, I will play only this goody-goody role. Why should you waste time in that? Whatever is the role, play it out. So, that one has to accept this is how it is. Coming to further, he tells new shloka, new mantra. Look at that. Same point, same vastu. That self is Ishvara. That is being again pointed out in this mantra. Ya imam madvadam veda atmanam jivamantika ishanam bhuta bhavyasya na tato vijugupsate et etadvaitat ya imam madvadam veda atmanam jivamantikat ईशानं भूतभव्यस्य न ततो विजुगुप्सते एतद्वैतत् य इमं मद्वदं वेद आत्मानं जीवमन्तिकात् ईशानं भूतभव्यस्य न ततो विजुगुप्सते एतद्वैतत् O Nachiketa, this is what you had asked for. This is what was your question. You had asked for, is there something which is beyond karma, karma phala, beyond kala, etc. This is it. And what is that Atma? You are kala tita. You are dehatita. You are beyond cause and effect. That means karma, karma phala. You are beyond birth and death. Birth is karma phalam. And death is also karma phalam. In between you do karma. So the cause effect, you are beyond cause effect. What is it? Imam madhvadam jivam. This jiva, who is madhvadam. Madhvadam means madhu adam. Madhu means honey. Who is eating honey. Madhvadam means karma phala bhujam. One who is experiencing or one who is exhausting, one who is fulfilling karma phalas. Who is that fellow? Jivam. So Jivatma is called karma phal bhokta. In other words, madhvadam. That Jivatma antikat, by its own nature, by its own swarupa. What? Atmanam Veda. The Jiva is known as Atma. What Atma? Which Atma? Ishanam Bhuta Bhavyasya. That Atma which is master, which is Swami. Ishana means Swami of Bhuta and Bhavya. So that which is Swami of Kala, who is Kalatita. Okay? Antikat, from closely. Very close means identical. One who knows Jiva, that Atma is identical to Jiva. Means Atma is Jiva and Jiva's real nature is Atma. Jiva's real nature is Atma. That is Antika, Samipya. Ishanam Bhuta Bhavyas. Knows as Jiva's self as Ishanam or Bhuta and Bhavya, of the past and future. Lord of the past and future. Tataha, thereafter, na vijugupsat. There is no jugupsa. There is no insecurity. Doesn't work for security. Becomes completely secure. And this is what you had asked for. Now, jivam is a technically, there is a definition. What is jiva? I told you that Sanskrit nouns are derived from verbs. Rama, ramate, to sport, to revel. Rama, who revels in the heart of everybody. Sarvana, Radhayama, Raman Kare is Rama. So the noun, if you know the verb, how the noun is derived, you know the meaning of it. And the name is true to its nature. Shariram, Shiryamanatva, Shri, Shru, which decays, which disintegrates. That is called Shariram. Body doesn't convey anything. This is body. What does mean body? Nothing. It is always gaudy. That's all. You think it's beautiful or handsome, it is gaudy. Body is gaudy, that's all it is. But Shariram, which keeps on disintegrate. Very nicely, Bhave has said, of course, original is Bhartruhari Mantra. Bhartruhari has written Vairagya Shatakam. You see that morning, same sun, evening, same sun, and you see yourself. Each person nowadays looks at himself or herself minimum 5 times. Minimum. Brushing, after bathing, and while dressing up. Then gets into elevator, Bombay fellows. Sees it. Or in a car mirror they adjust. They want to see. Mukhar Vindam. They want to see. And they go to office, they also look at the elevator. Nowadays, mirrors are everywhere. Big mirrors are there. So you see. When you see, you think I am same. You don't notice difference that has taken place in your look or what you are. People tell also, they come home and they've seen a child, girl or a boy, just 7, 8 years old, and come after 5, 6 years. The girl generally grows suddenly into womanhood within those 5, 6 years. And then baby moti thayegi. This girl has grown so big. She is grown up. But idiot, you have grown old. That you recognize. Baby moti nathi, tu gaido tha kaka. You think I am same. You don't notice. That says every day morning, when the sun sets, it takes one bite from your ayushya, from your life. Reducing one day, but you don't notice. That is Shirya Manatva. It keeps on changing. That is Maya, that we ourselves don't notice. Every day we look at the mirror. We think I am same. When someone tells you, then you recognize. One fellow went to somebody's house and they didn't offer him a cup of tea also. They were quite close. And then they were talking. He was talking with his wife. This time they didn't offer a cup of tea, otherwise they would give us breakfast minimum or force us for lunch and dinner. Well, it is your fault. He said, why? When you went in and you saw his wife after 5 years, you just said, you look old. That was enough. She didn't offer even a cup of tea. But he was right. But she would not. It is like that. So the lady was taken into operation table. The doctor who was to operate asked her, ma'am, what's your age? She says 26. Madam, please give right age. Because I have to talk to anesthetist and your dose will be decided according to age. Okay, write 38. From 26 to... And this fellow says, ma'am, you better please tell the truth. Otherwise you may develop some complication. And if some higher dose is given, you may slip into coma. Okay, write 48, but I will not go beyond 48. Anyway, write it down. 48 से आगल नहीं बढ़ो. You can't do that. Shriyamanatvat Shariram. Who is Jivam? Sanskrit word is Jiva. another stroke, hodo verb. Jiva verb means prana dharana, to hold prana. Who is Jiva? Who holds prana in this body. Master of the body. When we say prana, it means whole compound of Pancha Mahabhuta. As long as there is prana here, this body is nothing but combination of Pancha Mahabhutas. And moment that Jiva releases prana, takes the prana out of this body, all Pancha Mahabhuta disseminate. First the Agni goes, and temperature comes down, and so slowly it dissolves into gross 5 elements. Holding the prana. Mainly Udana Vayu. Among prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. Udana is the rocket, first rocket, ejecting rocket. But udana takes the whole subtle body out of the body. But Jiva holds it individually. That is Jiva. Who is that Jiva? Another adjective, Madhvadam. Madhu Atti. Adam, khane wala. Madhu ko. Madhu means honey. He is not eating honey all the time. Karma phala bhoktar. He is experiencing, I will not say enjoying. He has to experience karma phalas. That can be sukham or that can be dukkham. It is either sukha or dukkha. Both can be there. If it is sukha dukkha both, then why you call madhu? Madhu means honey. It should be pleasant and sweet. So dukkha is not sweet. Unhappiness is not pleasant. Why it is called madhu? Because whenever one does karma, which is a papa karma, doer always thinks this is good. He likes to do. He enjoys that madhu. He thinks it is nectar. But later on I discovered this madhu is Ayurvedic madhu. So every jiva is eater of madhu. I think Americans know Sanskrit. Therefore they call each other honey, honey. They have to say honey, and that fellow is hano. Depending upon the tone, honey, he understands now. He has to Vande Bharat Express. Madhvadam. That karma phala bhokta is helpless. Two ways. Where, of course, when there is dukkham, you feel helpless. I want to get rid of this unpleasant situation. And there is, in generally speaking, or perception-wise, let's put it that way. Perception-wise, there is more dukkham than sukham. Each one thinks, I have a lot of dukkham, I have a lot of injustice. That is why this why me comes in. Why me? Why everybody is harassing me? And they come to us and say, Swamiji, I am such a good person. I am so straightforward. Yes, you are straightforward like jalebi. I am a good person. Who says good person? Self-certification, like Modi's self-attestation through copy. He is not, but everybody thinks that I have maximum dukkha. Why me? That is complex. That is helplessness. I have been a fighter, Swamiji, all my life. I have been a struggler all my life. Swamiji, you don't know, I don't want to know also. There is a feeling. That means Jiva is helpless. Sense of helplessness. And this helplessness is the root for anxiety, is the root cause for stress. Nowadays, stress is there because every moment you find yourself helpless. world is so competitive. It is so complex. Any time you may lose your position. Any time you may lose your business. So you are always tensed. And every tense situation can cause stress. Economic structure and people's ambition is so much. Without realistic appreciation of themselves, they have ideals. I want to do that, I want to achieve that. And therefore there is anxiety always. Helplessness caused. And by the way, today it is ulta. Formerly rich person was more secure. Rich and powerful were very secure. Now rich and powerful are least secure. One statement in media or on social media will break the whole image and there will be nobody. You have to be very careful in talking, careful in using the words. He may not mean it, he may be telling fact also, but he can't tell. So many cases happen. So-called celebrities, they became zero just for one word or one action or one happening, something in the office, somebody doing something. They stressed out. So whole society is under stress. Anybody can be sued for anything. Litigant society, we are becoming like American society. Helplessness. Today, so much of riches, so much of comfort, so much of happiness, but always helplessness. During COVID, people died because of helplessness. Because they were all in general ward ICU. And that fellow says, oh, that Kantilal went today. Evening, that Shanta also died. And now this fellow, this next to me is critical. I hope tomorrow is not my turn. That's it. Stress. Helplessness. So Jiva is helpless in difficulties. In Sukha also helpless. Because when there is happiness, there is always a tendency, I hope it doesn't go away. I hope I don't lose it. I want little more. Then I have been helplessness. So, Madhvadam Jiva means the fellow who is not only Prana Dharanam, who is always helpless, finds himself to be helpless. And I am helpless means what? I am a small person. I have nobody. That fellow is somebody. There is always one plus. See, he may be in a worth of 100 crores, but there is always one fellow with 150 crores. He may have Mercedes, but there will be another one who has E-class 2 Mercedes. Always a feeling that I am less. I am less. That is Jiva. Who is Jiva? Santaptaha. Atma Santapta. हमेशा अंदर से, बाहर से सब बनाएगा टाइम, but अंदर से he feels I am nobody. Madhvadam Jivam. So he thinks it is Ishtam. When one does papam, he thinks it is Ishtam. Duryodhana thought this is good. I should take away the kingdom. By deceit, it is good, I should do that. At the time of doing karma, it is madhu. But when karma phala comes, then they realize it is not madhu. But it's too late now. Karma is already done. In pranadi kalapasya dharayitaram, the one who holds prana, means pancha prana. Pancha prana means pancha gnanendriyani, pancha karmendriyani, manaschaika, buddhischaika. Everything is held together by Jivatma. Subtle structure is held. Madhvadam Veda. What do you know that Jiva? Atman. You know the Jiva as self. Like even you know the smuggler as this actor. So and so actor is appearing as smuggler, that you have to know. And this fellow is hold the prana up to how long? Prarabdha kshayanta paryantam. As long as prarabdha doesn't come to end, he tries to hold. Antike atmanam veda. Antike means samipe, very closely. This word Upanishad. Upa means samipe, who takes you near to Brahman. Near to Brahman means what? It is not physical nearness. Oh, that fellow is 100 miles away, I am 80 miles away, I am nearer. The next one is 10 miles away, he is further nearer. No. Nearer is in sense of identification. Nearest thing is what? Atma, self. So he knows this Atma as the self. Which Atma? Ishanam bhuta bhavyasya is what? Ishitaram. Swami. Okay? Bhuta bhavyasya, or bhuta and bhavishyaka. So the one who is master of Kala, one who has given birth to Kala, one who has given sustenance to Kala, and one who dissolves the Kala, that is Bhakta. That means Kala Rachayita, and Jagatah Karanam, Jagat Karanam Brahman, that is he, that is Ishitaram, Ishanam, Bhuta Bhavyasya, Kalatrayasya, Tad Vignanant, having known this, Ata Urdhvam. Ata Urdhvam means hereafter, thereafter, Na Vijugupsate, Na Gopaitum Ichhati, doesn't want to protect himself. There is no fear in himself. There is no anxiety in himself. Why? To be afraid of what? You can be afraid of something if it is away from you. If it is you, the fear doesn't go. Even not you, if it is mine, then also there is no fear. Like typical Indian railway scenario. When the train, long distance train passengers sit, they would like to know who that person is. Happens to be a man, single man. And they said it was a single lady with child. She was apprehensive. This is a single person, I am a single lady, my husband is not there, this might be a looter. Having come to loot me. I am having jewelry, I am going my home. What they do? First thing they ask, what is your name? Sir. They Gujaratis don't say sir, bhai. Bhai, apnu naam શું? એટલે કાંતિલાલ. આખું નામ શું? A typical Saurashtra. What is full name? So you say Kantilal Jethalal Vekaria. Keva. And Vekaria, Vekaria means which caste do you belong to? Patel. Keva, Leva ke Kadwa. Then fellow will say, I am Leva. Kya na? ક્યાં રહો છો અહીંયા? એટલે જેઠાભાઈને ઓળખ્યા? She wants to have connection. Correct? And something is found, then she makes him brother without tying rakhi. જા બેટા, મામા બોસે જતો રહે, મામા ભાઈ. શુદ્ધ ગુજરાતી મામો બનાવે બિચારા. સ્ટેશને મામો ચોકલેટ લાવી. She sits. He says, Bhayam. Co-passengers, Bhayam is there. What for? He may load. When she finds some connections, હું એને કહું છું plug નાખ્યું, light કરવા. Plug, they put the plug for the light. When connection is found, secure. He is always Bhayam. Because he is another. તમે પટેલ, અમે પટેલ. That is more connection. Ame Saurashna, Ame Upalatan, but that is it. Some Atmiyata. Now this fellow has oneness with the whole creation. Where is the question of fear? Atmanam Antike Veda, Ekatvena Veda, Ishanam Bhuta Bhavyasya Atmanam, अर्थात यो आत्मा भूत भव्यस्य ईशान तम आत्मानम आत्म रूपे वेद अहम रूपे वेद कहा जीवा तस्मात् जीव जानाति न हम स्मॉल लिटिल जीव न हम अनिस्सहाय किंतु अहम ईशान आई एम द मास्टर. It is a question of jugupsa. It is a question of bhayam. Abhayam prapto gavati. The bhaya is there. What to if something is other? Tvaitadhi bhayam bhavati. Or if say other vastu has same reality. Exactly like those plastic toys. They carry some plastic snake, plastic lizard, and usually women get frightened. Snake is there, so they get frightened. Once they recognize it is only plastic, means it is mithya. They don't have same reality. There is no way. I am Atma Satya Swarupaha. Jagat is mithya. Where is bhayam? Reality is different. One is Satya and another thing is mithya. There is no fear of any snake or any lizard or something, cockroach. There are the three Brahmastra to frighten woman. This fellow said to cockroach, I am jealous of you. Cockroach said, what have I done? Well, my wife is afraid of you, not me. I am jealous of you. Jealous of you. Cockroach. Then this wise person knows the Jagat as mithya. Since it is mithya, there is no question of any fear, and therefore there is no question of protecting himself. I need to protect, there is a fear. Most common protection is I want to protect myself from death. There is no death for me. Upadhi death. What difference does it make to me? So there is no effort to protect oneself. And they say the body, human birth has fulfilled its purpose of knowing the self. He is already muktaha. So he nirashiryat chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha. There is no asha. If this body is to fall tomorrow, let it fall today. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't impact me. Because there is no gopaitum. There is no rakshana for Atma. Atma being nityam. Atma being advaita. When you know that, there is nothing from which I have to protect myself. I am indestructible. Nityatvat. And what something else is, mithya. So it doesn't touch me. So it is only within the mithya jagat. What is to be done? That mithya you do. As per the script, you play the role. But it knows that it is nothing affecting me, whether I fight a battle and lose a battle or win a battle. Dahati kinchana. So he says, O Nachiketa, etad vai tat. This is what you had asked for. That self which is beyond dharma dharma, that self which is beyond cause effect is you. You think I am Jivatma, but you are not Jivatma. You are Paramatma. You are Purnatma. You are Anandatma. You are Advayatma. But you think I am that. Therefore our teacher says, Etat vai tat. This is what. Why Jiva is sentient? Atmanamantikat, this self very closely. It is always close to Jiva. How? It is in the borrowed consciousness of the Atma, Jiva becomes sentient. It has no sentience. This gross body is sentient because of consciousness. It gives consciousness. Like this bulb is inert, but electricity gives its capacity to light up. But there is some connection, because of which this got lighted up without connection, without doing anything. How? Sannidhi matra, by mere presence. What kind of mere presence? Like the sun. Mere presence of a sun enlivens all solar panels, geyser panels, electricity panels, whatever you make it, that is enlivened by sun. Is it sun enlivening? No. Sun says, I don't know. Sve mahimni tisthami, I am standing in my glory, it gets enlivened. Sun has risen and sun wakes up the world. Sun says, I don't wake up anybody. I am what I am. And because my presence, only birds go to chirping and finding the food. But I don't then push them. Without doing anything on my part, things happen by itself. That is me. Jivatma, because of Tadatmya with Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, etc., became Karta, Bhokta, and that's with what he has identified his body-mind complex, that is limited by nature. Jivatma always feels itself to be limited because he has identified with them. And that being the case, and he wants some ticket or something to make himself feel that I am somebody. Add some embellishment whereby I can be somebody. You don't need, because you are Ishana, overlord of the entire thing. And this knowledge gives such a strength that he doesn't work for his own protection. He doesn't want to protect the body beyond limit. If body dies, then what? Let it go. So, that is no jugupsa, no effort to protect, no effort to be anxious about what will happen to me. That is missing. Enachiketa, this is what you had asked for. Tato vijugupsate na. He doesn't hate anyone else. There is no fear. Why? Exactly like this tongue has no fear of these 32 teeth. Because Atmatva, it is oneness. Same Atma, same Aham in tooth and same Aham in tongue. Okay, because same. So Abhayatvam is there. That is only me and me. This Jiva is karma for Bhokta, and therefore can say Ishana. Ishana means Shiva also. In south, Ishan ka mandir hai. Matlab Shiva mandir hai. So, Ishanam, Atmanam Ishanam, and discovers the self as, obtaining self as the self of all beings, Atmanam, Jivam, and discovering the self of all the self. That is what he discovers, and there is no Dehabhimana. Jiva is Isha. That discovery releases him from sense of smallness. And that is not being there is no fear at all. Abhayam gato bhavat. Shastra writes, up to Bhashyakara writes, what kind of jugupsa is it? Kada kim kaha kuta. From something, from at some place or some time, from no place, from no time and from nothing he is afraid of. Because everything is mithya. And if at all it kills or affects, it affects my body, upadhi, which I am not. So there is no fear. Kim kada, he says, Advaitam Atmanam Nityam Atmanam Vijanati Saha Kim Kaha Kutaha Jugupsate. From what vastu, from where and how I will be given pain and he will be afraid of. No, there will be nothing that he would be afraid of. Etadvai tat. Okay, next one we'll see tomorrow. Anyatra dharmad, anyatra adharmat. Is this statement means that Gnani is beyond Papa and Punya, though he done wrong things? Question. I know one Pithadipati doing all wrong things and justifying himself quoting this mantra. You see, I don't know about that Pithadipati you're talking. When you live a life of dharma, both Samanya dharma and Vishesha dharma, એક મિનિટ હું કરું છું તને અડધા કલાકમાં. Ministers coming, so many phone calls tomorrow. Dharma, Samanya dharma means values, Satya, Ahimsa, Aparigraha, Asta ityadi. Vishesha dharma means your duty according to your position in the society. Your brother, sister, mother, father, neighbor, citizen, owner of a company or colleague, etc. Knowledge is possible only when you live a life of dharma. Okay? The Gnani. And to what extent? See, what is that fulfillment in terms of living a life of dharma? When can you say, I have lived, you're ready for knowledge? When you are incapacitated to do a dharma. You're incapable. Like even Gandhiji speaking truth. How long? When you just can't but speak truth. You cannot speak untruth. Like hygiene sense. You can't eat with dirty hands. You know there are bacteria and things like that. You are incapacitated. So to gain knowledge, person must be living a life of dharma. It is like president and the prime minister. They are not checked when they come from abroad. Their baggages are not checked. What did you bring? Custom fellows. But then, who will become president? One who has lived a life of dharma. Then only he is qualified. Of course, there are exceptions like Trump and etc. And our Lalu Prasad Yadav and all become chief minister. That is some prarabdha, Bhumi prarabdha, or Rahul Gandhi for that matter. So, if he or she is gnani, he or she would be nothing but living a life of dharma. The first part of the statement is true. Gnani is beyond papa and punya because there is no kartrutva. But whatever incidental kartrutvam is in terms of doing, that person will be doing seva only, lok sangraha. Inadvertently, or every karma has mishra phalam. Ishtam, anishtam, mishram cha trividha karmana phalam. So it will be some, like if you do yajna, it's a punya karma, but there is some papam because you are burning and some bugs and insects will die. Something will always be there. In a modern life, you drive in the evening in monsoon. So you on the front glass, there will be so many insects dying on the road. So you can't avoid that. But this person is free from papa punya because doesn't have that sense to do. Doesn't have any inclination to do papa. Now if this Pitadipati is doing and justifying, then I have doubt about his being Brahmagnani. Why should you do wrong thing and justify that I am beyond that? That's not proper. But person is Pitadipati doesn't mean he is Gnani. You can't conclude that. That's itself is wrong assumption or presumption. Pitadipatis can be ignorant also. So, in a court, that's a window they use it to get away in the eyes of the devotees. But you cannot get away from Bhagavan. That Pitadipati is ignorant. And doing this, karma phala will catch him. You will have to pay through his nose. What all here they do it. The antak knowledge presupposes purity of the mind. And antakarana shuddhi takes place only when you live a life of dharma. Dharma, even in pursuit of artha kama. Therefore, dharma, artha kama. There is nothing wrong in having ambition. But ambition should be fulfilled through proper means, through dharma. Any ambition, if you fulfill through improper means, it is greed, lobha. Lobha pushes you to cross the boundaries of dharma. But if you are within the boundaries of dharma and have ambition, nothing wrong in it. Arjuna wanting to win the war was a dharmic yuddha. There is nothing wrong in it. Duryodhana wanting to win the battle means foul or fair. That is greed. That is only we are against. Hindu dharma doesn't say sab kharab hai, chhod do, this is bad, keep away. That we don't say like Buddhas and some Jainas also talk like this. Sarvam dukkham kshanikam. Why should you say so? It is Lakshmi. Have it if you need. Nothing wrong in it. Even Grahastha is also called ashram. And what I live is also ashram. But that becomes ashrama provided there is a life of dharma. Husband, wife lives a life of dharma, not otherwise. You know, these people don't study Shastra properly. There are some Vedantin Swamis. They say, give up desires. You should not have desires. You can't. That you want me to give up desire itself is a desire in you. Telling, give up desire. Why should I give up? You want me to give up? And they say, less the desire, like lesser the expectation, you'll be happy. You don't decide to expect. And to have expectation is natural. You can't live a life without expecting. You can't do anything without expecting. You can't relate without expecting. You expect certain degree, certain level of relationship, and then only you want to relate. And if that person relates some improperly, you say, I never expected this from you. You invest your emotions in any relationship, only with expectation. You can't. No, but give up expectation. It is your shirt or what? You give up. Can't give up. Very wrong statements. Have less desires. How can you have less desires? Bhagavan says, I am desire. See, in Bhagavata, Bhagavan's son is Kama avatar, Pradyuman. Pradyuman, brother, is a Kama personified. Bhagavan's son. And Bhagavan says, I am Kama in Gita. But which? Dharma aviruddho bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarsha. Hey Bharatarsha, hey Arjuna, dharma aviruddha, not in opposition to dharma, means in concomitance to dharma. Kama, the desire, aligning dharma is me. Vishnu Sahasranam, Dharmo Dharma Gopta. His name is Dharma. Bhagavan's name is Dharma. So, desire per se is not bad. Don't say it is bad. Give up desire. Why should you? It's an expression of Bhagavan. Provided it is in the boundaries of Dharma. Otherwise, desire to kill also becomes Bhagavan. It is not true. Dharma aviruddha. So, if person crossing boundaries of dharma and justifying, that means he is going against Ishvara. He is going against Bhagavan. Bhagavan's job is to establish dharma. Dharma samsthapanarthaya. I take birth again and again to establish dharma in the society. Dharma only sustains the world. Human life is sustained only by dharma. That is what we call ecological imbalance, is out of adharma. That is his job. And how can you compromise dharma and justify this? That's the Hiranyagarbha syndrome. That Rakshasa Hiranyagarbha, if you read Bhagavatam, he had a brother Hiranyaksha, elder brother. He was also killed by Vishnu. So he had a tremendous vengeance. He killed my brother. An ambition. I want to be God. I want to be worshipped. So when his sister-in-laws, mean Bhabhi, brother's wives cried because husband died, this Rakshasa gives them Bauddhika, Upadesha, pulse of wisdom. Don't cry, Bhabhi. After all, human life is subject to death. To die is in a Sharira Dharma. Atma is different. He tells he himself commits all adharmas. So that is, if that Mahatma is doing like that, I would say the Hiranyagarbha syndrome, Hiranyakashyapa syndrome. There are shlokas in Bhagavatam. Generally, Pratyek Atma is inner self of individual, jiva. Ever in first mantra, how we should take, whether individual or inner self of all, chara nachara, paranchikhani vetrunat swayambhu tasmat parang pashyati nantaratma, kaschit dhira pratyagatmanam aikshata. That is obviously inner self. Okay? But understand what does we mean by inner self. You have to take lakshyartha, implied meaning. There is no inner and outer. Like in India there are ring roads, outer ring road, inner ring road. There is a typical Indian expression you will find. So there is no inner and outer. When we say inner, or when we say innermost, it means not subject to objectification. That which cannot be objectified, or the one who is the subject. That is what is meant by inner. And when we say external self, that means the self which is available for objectification. That means adhyas, ahankara. Upadhi tadatmya. When one says I am man or woman or young or old, etc., that means he or she is identifying her with the body. That is I. But outer. Outer why? Because it is available for objectification. It is drashyam. It is known. So, the inner self of jiva, this phrase you should understand. Jiva is inner self. Jiva is not away from inner self. In fact, it is the inner self who appears as jiva because of ignorance. There are no two things, jiva and inner self. Why I am elaborating this? The word inner has confused so many Mahatmas. They talk. Dive deep within in the seat of meditation. Go to deep. What deep? If you go, you will get only gases, stomach problems. You will not have anything other than stomach issues because of pani puris and dabeli and vada pav, Bombay. There is no inner. Go deep. What is deep? And they change the tone also. And suddenly, while they're talking, they will close this. The consciousness is within. The within. You have to go deep. Deep. This some raga. Not raga. What is that singer? That fellow is our Gai thinks, what is that name? A Punjabi guy. He's Jalota. Jalota. There is a singer called Anup Jalota. So he has a habit of lengthening the last vowel. Mohe lagi lagan. Aisa kya nahi? Ek bijus charanana ki. Like that he will go. Similarly, dive deep vidhi. In the seat of meditation, go beyond. They are all nonsense. What beyond? What within? This is within means subject, that's all. Because even if you look inside, there are no walls. So you go within. What within you mean? They always make it mystical. It is to be taught. Mathematics cannot be mystical. Meditate and you will understand 2 plus 2 is 4. How? We are talking of the fact. Your Ananda is a fact. Why should you make it mystical and meditative? They create like this. So there is no inner self of Jiva. That Jiva who is identified with physio-psycho complex. And his Swarupa is, his nature is de-identified one. Adhyasa. I am taking myself, body, mind, etc. And therefore it is said, not that, other one. It is exactly like telling an actor who has lost the balance. He started playing the role of a king and suddenly started believing I am king. So royal we, kings and the prime ministers and presidents talk. They don't say I did it. We have this king. We have reached to moon of India. We reached. That is, we means on behalf of the subject. That is royal we. Like company's chairman will talk as we. We did this. We will do that, like that. So this fellow had always we in Hindi. Hum padharenge. We shall come. Is there anybody in? We have arrived. That was the role script on the stage. So he just got into him. So when he came home, he said, we have come. Is there anybody here? Hello, we are here. She was making roti. She suddenly came, yeah. Then this is called sakshatkar. That people have sakshatkar kshanam, moment. I mean, Mahatma celebrate sakshatkar divas, sakshatkar kshanam. Then when he saw that balloon, no, I was wondering, did you ask me to bring vegetables? बाजार से सब्जी लानी थी क्या कि मैं भूल had you told me to bring vegetables from market or no the royal we disappeared. To that fellow we say your real self, your inner self. What is it? You. The upadhi he is identified. Similarly, physio-psycho complex is upadhi, there is identification. There is no inner and deeper. Even the shallow is self, not away from self. And the deeper also is not away from self. Self only appears as all this. So, that is a self of Charachara, that's true. If every experience is Brahmanubhava, what is wrong in getting the experience from outward objects also? How to understand this? Who said there is wrong? Nobody says. You cannot survive without experiencing the world. Suppose you run away to forest alone. But at least you have to relate to those birds, those animals in the forest, those trees. And some shishyas, you have to relate. Relating to world is not a problem. But begging to the world is a problem. All of us are beggars, begging happiness, begging peace, begging satisfaction. That's the only problem. Just because you have family, it doesn't make you samsari. You are relating. Go ahead, nothing wrong in it. If that in Tamil Nadu, Swamiji was telling, they have a colloquial usage. The man comes, he refers, I have brought my samsara. He came with his wife and told to Swamiji, today I have come with my samsara. So she can tell, I have come with my samsaro. Pulling them. having a person whom you relate, even having children, having house, doesn't make you samsari. Otherwise, we should be all bigger samsari. We have one house, we have big ashrams. You may have 2 bedrooms, we have 25 rooms and big kitchen. And we relate to thousands of people. You don't become samsari. I mean, just by relating. Relating is not a problem. Relating for fulfillment, for ananda is a problem. You relate out of fulfillment. Our relating is for becoming something. My happiness or my fullness is in becoming. That is samsari. And if you are a samsari, then there is samsara. If you are not samsari, this is jagat. There are 2 worlds. This is world. Nothing wrong. It's objects. You have to relate to survive. What can you do about it? At least you have to relate to the food, to eat. You can't survive without it. So, when we relate with an agenda of becoming something, and my happiness, my fullness, my contentment, my satisfaction depends on becoming. Wise man is happy in being what he or she is. Full stop. And then relate. That relation with the world is not for happiness or security. It is out of fullness and out of security. So, in other words, that fellow is a giver always. Not only vastu, but unquantifiable emotions, wisdom, direction. He is a giver. Nothing to gain. Whereas other samsari is always a beggar. Make me happy, make me happy, make me happy. We seek that happiness from objects, from people, from situation, from places, from time, etc. That's all you relate. He doesn't want anything. So, relating is not an issue. For the time being, life of sannyas or seclusion is given so that you own up the knowledge. Beggar doesn't go away. Then that frame of the mind becomes conducive to gain the knowledge. Like you are here for last 3 days. You will find difference in this atmosphere, continuous study. Hardly you have time to think something else. So that makes you assimilate the things. So, and even in ashram you have to relate to co-seekers. At least you have to relate to Guru. There is 1-to-1. Yes, any more?
Yesterday in the class regarding Atma, that is covering, you are saying small or big, but Atma is referred as Anurni and Mahitoma in Sanskrit.
See, Atma is the self, essence of everything. Like gold is the essence of every ornament. Any ornament is because of gold. So gold also can be told Anoho Aniyano. Why? Smaller than the smallest. Mahato Mahiya, bigger than the biggest. From our 1 ton of gold, Vachane ka daridrata. Why should you be speaking miserly? Anyway, it is a saying. So, suppose they have a special necklace like those queens wear, thick one. Necklace weighing 250 grams, 500 grams, thick necklace. Some of them wear thick ring here. so thick. What is the essence of that ring? And this nose ring, small one. Nose ring. Without anything added. And the fellow is so poor, it's just like a small wire. Lady is poor. She has a nose ring. But the smaller thing is also because of gold. Correct? And that 500-gram necklace is also because of gold. So gold is both smaller and mahal. So it's self. It is a substratum. Sat Swarupa. Anything is because of his self. Yes.
So, Maji Sarvare, in the morning you chant that Anando.
Brahmeti Pyaja.
What is the meaning for that and why? I have heard in Gurukulam too when Swamiji Srisha Puja.
Yeah, it's a Panchakosh, it's a mantra in Taittiriya, our Yajurved mantra. Understand one thing. Anandaha and Anantaha and peace, Shanti. Anand, Anantata and Sukh Shanti. Peace are synonym first. When you are happy, you are in peace. Even the activity. And when you are in peace, you are happy. Otherwise, nobody would want peace. If the peace is causing unhappiness, nobody wants it. So peace and happiness is same. And when you are happy, you are complete. At that moment, there is no complaint about haves and have not. Santosh. All other areas which caused you dissatisfaction. I am unhappy because of my hairs are like that. I am unhappy because my nose is like that. My color is so many causes of unhappiness. All that gets suspended for a moment when you are happy. There are 100 complaints about your partner. Son, daughter, mother, father, husband, wife. But in the moment of happiness, everything drops. That means you are full. No incompleteness within. Momentary. Any small, even eating ice cream or listening some joke, just small joke, and you laugh. Before that, you had nth number of things. About your destiny, about your future, about your relationship, about your finance, about your body, so many things. But momentarily, everything is suspended. And you laugh. That is happiness, fullness. Or you go to a sea beach, just watch the waves. It is sunset time. You are quiet. That moment also everything is suspended. Why people like to go out today? Now everybody has too much of urge to go out. Why they like forest? Why they like some resort more than a hotel? Because this ambience suspends your demands, your dissatisfaction momentarily. Momentarily. If you stay there for 3 days, same mind will come out. But somehow it impacts you. So each one wants it. It is exactly like having one shot. They drink, all agony and pain and frustration gets suspended. Therefore they are happy. So happiness, fullness and peace are synonym. Shanti, Sukh and Anantata is synonym. That is Brahman. Satyam, Gnanam, Anantam Brahma. So the Bhrigu prays, asks his father Varun Rishi, Adihi Bhagavo Brahmeti, teach me Brahman. And it is Panchakosha Viveka. Annam Brahmeti Vyajanat, Annat Devakal Vivani Bhutan, etc. is there. Ultimately he says, Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat, Ananda Devakal Vimani Bhutani. So Ananda is Brahman. From Ananda only the creation has come. God is infinite. Anandena Jata, it survives because of Ananda. And Ananda is a cause of creation, material cause, so it dissolves into Ananda. That is a fact. So after puja, we pray, may you discover that. See, any pain is caused of ignorance. Again, Shoka is ignorance. So prayer, may you have that. And you become free.
ઘણી વાર એવી પરિસ્થિતિ આવે કે બુદ્ધિને દિલ ઓપોઝિટ ડિરેક્શનમાં હોય તો કોનું માનવાનું ને કેવી રીતે નિર્ણય લેવાનો?
See, it depends whether you have a freedom to decide. When they are opposition, usually emotions are very powerful. They take you, they loot you. And that's twofold faculty, cognitive and emotive. You have to settle accounts with your emotions. When people are lonely, usually they remember, or in meditation, they remember what all happened in the past. This fellow has done injustice. This fellow has done that. This was my luck. This is how it came up. All emotions, gang, cow, comes. So, when you go by emotion, you become Duryodhana. What is Duryodhana? Janami dharmam. I know what is right, but I am pulled by emotions, by emotion of like for kingdom, or I like to have fame, and I like to have power, whatever. That makes me cross the boundaries, karma bound. So you have to go by buddhi only, anybody. And that buddhi also should be educated. Otherwise, buddhi will justify. So, Guru, first you have to go to a Guru. Gurukul Vasa is to train the buddhi to think properly. Buddhi has to learn to think properly. The Brahmacharya ashram is for that. And in our culture, every day you have to do japa. What japa? Gayatri. There are some subjects elective and some not compulsory. So whether you do Shiva Puja, Krishna Puja, this is elective. But this is compulsory. What is the meaning of Gayatri? Naha diyaha prachodayat. Hey Bhagwan, keep it okay. Let me think properly. So when you go by emotions, that means your instincts, your reactions are more powerful than by wisdom. And Shastra, see, you can see certain things in our culture, which is there because of Vedas. In our culture, I grew up, and you or must have all of you, that if some doubt is there, then they go to some elders, some village elders, or some uncle, or some grandpa, or some guru. That same section is a Vakya. Atha yadi te karma vichikitsa va vritta vichikitsa va syat. If you have a doubt, vichikitsa, karma, with reference to actions, vritta, with reference to your conduct, ye tatra brahmana sammarshinaha, seek advice of brahmanas. Then qualifies also, yukta ayukta aluksha dharmaka mahasyuhu. That wise person who has no axe to grind, selfless, pure-hearted, free from desires and etc., go to him. So we have custom to go by elders. Sometimes we listen to elders. Nowadays you have to say sometimes. And then formally elders said you have to do. So ultimately my thinking should be in alignment with Shastra. And my emotions should be my friend, should be subservient to my buddhi, asista buddhi. In other words, what I feel like doing is the thing that I should be doing. And what I don't feel like doing is the thing I should not be doing. Beginning, it is Mahabharata. What I feel like doing is something that I should not. And what I don't feel like doing is something that I ought to. That alignment has to be brought in by efforts. That's a Purushartha. Natural love, emotion follows your buddhi.
Regarding happiness and ananda, is there a difference or no difference? Because two views I have heard. Some people say when you say ananda, it should be the ultimate, and it should not depend on anything else. But when you say, some people say, when you listen to music or if you see some flower, whatever that you are happiness, that is also Brahmananda. That people say that.
It's true.
But both are different now, actually. It depends on something. Suppose.
You can, this is all jugglery of words. There is no difference between sukha and ananda, and happiness is an English word. You can write what is Vishaya Sukham.
Yeah.
It's real different. That is always born out of ignorance. It's dependent. You need something.
No, listening to music also a Vishaya Sukham.
Anything
Yeah.
is Vishaya Sukham. Seeing flower is also Vishaya Sukham. It's Vishaya Sukham. That reflects ignorant fellow seeking that. But it is the Sukham, anything belongs to Atma only. But manifestation takes place because of something else. For your case, when some, your means anybody, I became happy by seeing flower, that means Ananda manifested. It was clouded by ignorance. Same Ananda. Flower doesn't have happiness. You think it gives me happiness, which is not true. The same flower another fellow doesn't like. It is like cigarette. The fellow has cigarette, you should see them. They are in Brahmananda Samadhi. And they will make round. I mean, you can see them so contemplated and different. If cigarette gives me happiness, then anybody who smokes will get happiness. It is Atmananda, clouded by ignorance, and ignorance caused Kama, Krodha, etc. They get suspended for the moment and you become happy. As I said, moment any happiness, all your dissatisfactions and all your ambition, desires all get suspended. At that moment you become one with happiness, momentary.
That momentary.
That's all it is. It is like cloudy day and suddenly wind blows and moment, oh, it became sunny. And by the time new cloud came, that's it. But the light is original sun only. There is no separate Ananda coming out of anywhere. There is no place called Ananda. No, Swamiji, America is Ananda. But then America come here. Why should they come? America is Ananda. Why should people go to Australia? Why should people go to London? They want to go. It is their subjective. Therefore, there is always cross travel. People staying here think that having gone here will be happy. Here think will be happier there. There is no time for happiness. There is no object for happiness. It only becomes instrumental in, like the cloud momentary, wind becomes instrumental in getting the light. But that doesn't mean wind gives light. There is light is already there. Ananda is already there. When the desire is fulfilled, so you feel I am happy. This gives me happiness. Yes, last one, if anyone has. Each one wants to get into Ananda. Sleep. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva